Good morning. Today I'm going to make a nice, hopefully simple card using a couple of Limetree stamps, little butterflies, and our lovely, what is her name, Zemira fairy. I'm going to try, I've not really had much experience with these yet, so I want to give these a go. Blue Violet Cosmic Shimmer Intense Pigment Stains. So we've got Blue Violet, Sunflower Yellow and Citrus Lime. Now I do know that, as it says, they are very intense colours, so I've put a little spot in my palette already and I have watered them down because I don't want the colours to be too dark. So yeah, let's give these a try today. And my card, I've got a 6x7 inch card, roughly 15 by 17.5 centimeters. The top are 6.5 by 5.5, 14 by 16.5 centimeters. Sorry, that's the mat. And the topper is 6.25 by 5.25, 13.5 by 16 centimeters, roughly thereabouts. So first of all, let's put this down before I get spritzing and making a mess everywhere. I'm going to get my water spritzer. I'm going to spritz the back of the card first because that helps to stop it from bowing. Get less bowing that way. And I'm going to spritz across in that direction because that's all I want to do. Try and get me, that's it. I've got that quite wet now, so rather than dropping the inks directly onto the paper, because as I say they are very intense colours, I'm going to use my paintbrush and I'm just going to splash it where I think I might want it to be and see how we go from there. I'm hoping the colours will run into each other and into that water. You can even see from this is watered, this is one little tiny spot watered down. As you can see, the colour is huge. I'm going to go for a little bit of green. Just wanted a nice, you know, little bit of bright colour here and there, but nothing too heavy. And a little tiny bit of blue because this one is really dark. This here, just splashing it here and there. Right, give that another little spritz to make sure those colours mix in. There we go, they're moving now. That's it, just want them to move a little bit. I'm going to let that do its thing. Try and get some in some of those empty patches. It's all going a bit muddy now, isn't it? I've made it muddy. Too big a pool of water there. Let's mop some of that up. Because it's just creating mud. There. I like spritz again. I'm rubbish at doing these water things. I can never get my water right. A bit more of that yellow. See, if I drop that directly onto there, see how intense that colour is. Madly intense. Got my spot in there. That's a bit better. That's more of what I was after. I think the blue's just a bit too dark, so I think taking that out was probably the best thing. A tiny bit there. That's that. I'm happy with that now. So now I'm going to try and dry that off. It'll take ages. Right, so way around. You can look at the way I had it in the first place. Made. Right, so as you can tell, I'm not used to using these inks. I've only used them before for painting with. I do like them. I think they're absolutely great, and they go a long way. One tiny drip will go a long way. Let's just try and debuckle my paper a little bit. This is Creative Expression's own watercolour paper, by the way. 290 GSM, and it's really quite lovely stuff to use. Right, I think I'm happy with that. So you can see now what I mean by the Inktense colour, the intense. So Inktense, I'm used to my pencils. The intense colour on these, you've seen it for yourself when I dropped that yellow on in comparison to the watered down. So they are very intense colours. And these bottles, what much do you get in these bottles? 19 ml. I mean, that's not a bad size bottle really in comparison. That's going to last you for a long time, because it's just a tiny drop is all you need, whether you're painting with them or doing something like this. Right, so let's go on with that. Right, so I'm going to stamp our fairy. I can move my inks out of the way. And of course, what's left in your palette, if you leave it in there, you can reuse it. If it dries off a little bit, just give it a spritz, add a little bit of water to it, and it'll come straight back. Right, let's have a look then. Zemiras. I think where I can put her there, I think. Oh, yeah, I'm liking that. Yes, she's going to look lovely on here, I think. Let's do a little bit higher up, because I shall give her a bit of a shadow underneath once I'm done. Right, let's bring that out, because my paper's buckled a bit. It might not. It might move a little bit. Hopefully not. Well, that didn't stick, did it? I think the stamp needs cleaning on the back. It feels quite powdery actually. See if that's any better. Oh dear, not getting used enough, that's the problem. think she'll stick this time. There we go. Good old faithful VersaFine Claire Nocturne. Everybody's favourite go-to, I think. And why not? They are fabulous inks. Right then. The only thing we use in watercolour paper is it never stamps as well as, you know, ordinary smooth card, but get as best as you can, push that ink into there. And as long as my paper don't move, I can re-stamp off. There you go. I think that's clear enough. You can always fill them little patches in with a black pen. Okay, that's Zemiras stamped in place. And the butterflies, I'm going to do, we've got the mini flutter and the mini flutter by. So I'm going to put this one over here. Where's that one going to go? That one's just leaving her hand, I think. That one perhaps sitting in her hand. I know the fairies look, I know the butterflies look big compared to the fairy, but fairies are tiny. Butterflies are big compared to fairies. Or in my world, anyway. There. Mini flutter. And now for mini flutter by, and he can sit right in her hand like that. He, she, it, whatever it is. Okay. There we go. So that's that stamped out. Now, I think still using those intense inks. I'm going to put some colour in her hair. I think we'll have a nice pinky colour. Let's have a look what we've got. It's crimson, rose pink, that's red. Right, okay, rose pink. Let's give that one a go. For her hair. One spot. Relatively fine brush. That's what I'll do. I'm going to go straight in with with its full colour. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, that is a lovely, these are lovely inks. These are really, really vibrant. Really, really vibrant. Lovely. Just going to come down with the main colour. Like that. You can see from what I've used, I put one tiny spot in there and I've just coloured all that hair so far with that, you know, from that little tiny spot there, and it's still got loads left. I'm going to find a finer brush. Teeny tiny brush. So I can follow some of these. And not make too much mess. It does spread on this paper. There you go. Lovely. Lovely. I think we'll have the same colour on her ribbons as well. On the hair. I'm not sure what that bit is there, but tiny bit goes a long way. There you go. Well, I might just go over that whole dress in this red. This will fill in her colour. The patches that are missing. And I don't think it will look wrong. There you go. Better than having white dots everywhere. There you go. It would indicate now that she's wearing a red dress. Very dark red dress. It takes out them white spots, and that's what I need. There you go. And the butterflies, I'll do them in this blue. It is watered down. I've watered it down a lot, as you can tell. It would have been a bit more intense than that. There you go. Do this one in blue. A bit of green. Do you know what? Just put a spot of that in there. One spot. even a full spot that. A tiny little bit. There we go. Nice intense green. I'll do the same with that one. And there you have it. Dry those off. There's a mirror. Let's give her a bit of a shadow. Go with that blue again, I think. That red really does, it counters out that blue completely. See, it's got some ground to be walking on. I'm happy with that. And there you go. You now have ground and shadow. So now just a few little highlights. Tiny brush again. Just need highlights in her hair. Better. That's better, I think. You can make on her ribbons. And very carefully, and I'm going to do this now. Then that's that arm, that's that arm. tiny brush, but it's quite awkward to use. Too tiny. No. Don't hold enough paint to flick any out. You either put too much on or not enough. That's it. Bit too much on that one. That's it. That was, as usual, the old bleed proof white, because I can't find a good enough white pen. And there you go. How pretty is that? A nice simple background, and now I'm just going to go around the edge just to finish it off. Simple lines. And I will probably add a sentiment once I know what I'm going to use it for. There you go. Simple as that. Don't be afraid to hand draw a line around the outside. You can put 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines. It doesn't really matter how wobbly they are. Just wiggle them anyway. Looks like it's meant to be. And I've been doing that for years. So now I'm going to glue that down. Into my mat. I have to put this underneath something in a minute to make it stick tight. And to my card. And there we go. Nice, fairly quick and easy card. Once I get my water sorted out, I'm always a bit rubbish with me with these spritzers and stuff, but there you go, it worked out in the end. And I think that's quite pretty. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.